Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to your September 2015 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. Let's jump right in and see what September holds for the bulls and bullets. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you and specifically about issues you may be dealing with is to schedule an appointment with me. I do those on Skype. It is $65 for a 30-minute session. Just drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video if you want to set up an appointment. That is runescopes4u@gmail.com, the number 4 and the letter U. Also, you can check out the video for your rising sign as well. That can sometimes clarify some things in this very general sun sign reading, or even give you additional information of other things that you may be dealing with in September. Also wanted to mention I will be offering one final rune class if you want to learn how to read these for yourself. And that will be November 2nd through December 7th. So if you haven't been able to sign up for any of the previous classes and you want to sign up, the deadline to do that will be October 29th for that final session this year. So just get in touch with me at that same email address and I'll get you signed up. Also wanted to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much. And welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, you may want to do so because then you will get an update whenever I upload the new videos each month instead of having to search for them. Just click the red subscribe video button beneath this video, and I'll also have a link to it somewhere in the video, but just make sure you're done watching before you click that because it will take you to the subscribe page. But Taurus, let me just take a gander here. Looking like a pretty good month for you. Let's see what energies we've got here. There's some kind of release from a burden for many of you, and I'm happy to report that. Yeah, with the 10 of Rods in reverse. And this may be due to something hidden that comes to light. So some sort of secret. This is kind of the rune of skeletons in the closet. But I feel like this may have to do with someone who's been giving you problems for many of you. And it may be a family member or, you know, it could be really anyone close to you. But the rune coming up is the rune for mother or mother-in-law. So, I mean, this could have to do with someone, a female in the family that you don't particularly get on with. And maybe something comes out that just for whatever reason enables you to put down the burden of that relationship or no longer have responsibility for something. You know, maybe it's a matter of maybe mom has been unwell and you've been shouldering the burden of that, but now you're able to find, you know, you get help for this. Maybe other members of the family step up and start helping you out more so that you're not the only one responsible for this. But yeah, there is a big shift or change that's leading you to new beginnings and just being able to feel a lot lighter. Because this card in the upright is one of burdens, but in the reverse, it's one of, you know, finally being able to release a burden. Now, if mom is ill and you've been concerned about her health, this could just be that they find out what's wrong in September and they're able to move forward and help your mom or mother-in-law again, you know, or any family member, but this is the rune specifically of mom or mother. So yeah, that could be it. Maybe it's been very stressful and caused conflict within the family. Just just the frustration of not knowing what's wrong with mom or not knowing what this health issue is. And then you find out in September. And it does seem for most of you, there is a treatment, there is a way to take care of this. Now, those of you that it's the same thing if it's you that has been struggling with a health problem here, Taurus. It's kind of like the relief that comes with okay, I'm sent to this specialist and I finally get an answer and I finally get a way to deal with this, because it seems like you'll be on the road to recovery. Some of you may even recover in September. But yes, it may involve travel, or it may involve, you know, taking mom to see a new specialist or you going to a specialist, and it may be at a bit of a distance, Taurus, but it's worth it to go. So if that situation comes up and you're like, oh, that's kind of far, or that doctor is kind of far away, it's definitely going to be worth it with this rune, with Canaz there, because that's the rune of very good health and protection and someone being able to help you. Now, some of you may be getting a new car or looking to get a new car in September, because Rhino, in addition to travel, is also the rune of vehicles and cars. So, and next to Canas, it could be that maybe the health problem, it has to do with your old car, Taurus, and you have to purchase a new one, or at least one that's new to you. So you may be doing research on that in September. If the car goes kaput, try not to be too upset about it, Taurus, because I do feel like you're going to find something that you really, really love. Some of you may be getting a brand new car. You may just be like, forget this. I'm just going to go in and get a brand new car. And it will be for you maybe a car you have put off getting. Maybe it's one you've always wanted. And, you finally are, maybe you've always said, when this one dies, I'm going to get a new one. Maybe this was your mom's old car for some of you. And, they can't figure out what's wrong with it. And then they do. And I hope I just didn't put lipstick all over my face. I apologize if I have like clown mouth. I hope you're not afraid of clowns, Taurus. But yeah, I just inadvertently touched my lip and probably smeared it. But anyway, yeah, this could have been maybe mom's car that mom gave you or sold to you, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. And so you're like, well, forget it. I'm just going to get a brand new one anyway. So, but no, there looks to be a lot of excitement and a lot of new beginnings are around in September. And now some of you may be talking to or getting advice from a King of Swords. This is normally an air sign guy. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or associations with that sign. Somebody who is very, he can be a lawyer, but he's also really any kind of consultant. For some of you, maybe this is your dad, and you're like, hey dad, I'm thinking of getting a new car. Or for many of you, maybe this is the doctor that you're going to be dealing with, or your mom or your mother-in-law is going to be dealing with. And he's going to be indicating a gradual change or a gradual improvement, over a situation. So I feel like he's talking specifically about if that health scenario was kind of figuring in to what was going on with you. Yeah, this may be the doctor or the specialist that is like, okay, yes, we do have a treatment. This is what's wrong. Here's the treatment. It will take a bit of time, but you should notice. I feel like for most of you, you'll notice whatever the treatment is, you may notice improvements almost immediately, and gradually you'll just get stronger and stronger, or whoever is ill or whoever you're concerned about in the family, things will get stronger and stronger here. Now, some of you may be moving, because Rido can also mean a shift or a change. And this may be a realtor. This may be somebody working with you. This may be an inspector or somebody, appraising your house, letting you know what you would get to sell that so that you can make plans to move forward with something. But yeah, in September, anything that's maybe been on hold can move forward. And, a lot of that may have to do with Venus turning direct again, and also I believe Saturn is turning direct as well. They've both been retrograde, and Venus rules money as well as love. And so yeah, I believe it's around September 6th that she turns forward. So yeah, I think if things have been stalled up or kind of caught up or kind of mucked up in August, it does seem in September that anything that you've been kind of putting off that would require, new beginnings, like a new car or a new home or a new business, a new relationship, you're going to find that things finally start ticking forward here. And they may tick forward rather quickly. Or things that have been hidden from you, whatever was wrong or health problems or health issues, whatever's causing these symptoms, that sort of thing. September is a fantastic month to tackle that. If you've been putting it off, maybe, September's a month to go ahead and do that, because it seems like somebody can help you here. So Taurus, I don't want you to keep suffering, especially, if you've not been doing well or not feeling well, because September's a month that someone can really help you out here. Now, what can't be changed? We've got the Knight of Pentacles coming up, and that's normally associated with Earth. So for some of you, this may be you or another Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But for many of you, the Knight is normally someone who's younger, late teens, early 20s, around that age, or who acts that age. Now, again, when I use the court cards, again, with this King of Swords, this can be an air sign female as well. With these general readings, that can be either gender. I always just tell you how they're presenting, but they certainly can be of the opposite gender. Same with this Knight of Pentacles. But what can't be changed is that this seems to be a person who he's coming up in the upright, but he may be being very stubborn or wrong-minded in some way. And for some of you, this may be associated with a legal issue, or this could be, like if this is your son, this could be somebody who's been in trouble with the law, or who is dealing with custody issues, dealing with the legal system in some way, because he did something wrong. Now, he could be repentant for it now, or he could be somebody who's trying to make amends. This could also be somebody who's on like academic probation, or somebody who's gotten a bad grade, you know, but for whatever reason, with this rune coming up in the reverse, it indicates that this person deserved essentially whatever they got. And because he's in the upright, it seems like he knows that. Or he or she, however this manifests for you, they know that they were in the wrong and they deserved whatever this punishment was. Now, if you do have, Taurus, any kind of legal case or situation going on, it does seem like, you know, you're going to get news of a payout, or you may get news of positive developments with this, and that whoever was in the wrong, you know, maybe it's because of, it's like they've been proven wrong, but they're still being stubborn. Like maybe there's been evidence that this person lied and they're still holding to this, even though it's like completely without merit and it's only making them look worse. So yeah, if there is a court case or any kind of legal settlement going on here, Taurus, for you in September, it does seem like you will get news, and it may not come, the actual money or the actual kind of end of this situation may not come in September, but you will have news, because Knights can also just talk about news of money or news of payouts. But he is at a standstill on his horse, the Knight of Pentacles, unlike the other Knights who are advancing forward. So yeah, well, you may get good news in September about anything regarding legalities or bureaucracy. This could even be a loan or something like that, that maybe resulted from foolish spending or someone gambling, that sort of thing. I do feel like there will be news of that in September, so at least you'll be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. This could also be help with medical bills. I wanted to say that too. I mean, this could also be maybe insurance payouts to do with medical bills. And maybe somebody did take a silly risk and they ended up being injured, and now you're trying to get restitution or the money from the insurance for medical bills, and you know, due to the injuries, and it's just, you'll get news in September that it's coming. The help that's going to be available to you, you've got the Three of Rods. So this indicates you may be trying to make a decision between keeping things the way they are in some sense, or striking out in a new way, or dealing with things in a new way. And this may be centered around other people. There's a group here. So for some of you, maybe this is, again, kind of going back to this, maybe it's a family issue, and you're kind of like, okay, should I keep taking on all this responsibility for myself, which, Taurus, we've already discussed, is the answer is no. You know, should I keep just doing this and not reach out and ask other people? The indications from the runes I'm getting is that, you know, rather than taking something all on your own, Taurus, it's time to speak out and demand that people help you out, because whatever this is, it's their responsibility as well. So, I mean, if you have siblings and you have been, you know, taking on the burden of care for an older relative, I feel like if you just ask, people will pitch in. They'll be more than willing to pitch in. I do feel like, you know, maybe it's time for a family meeting or a group discussion about what's the best way to do this. What days can you take? Let's divide up these responsibilities, because it's really, really encroaching on, whatever this is, it's really encroaching or has been encroaching on your enjoyment of life, Taurus. Same thing if it comes to your health. You know, it's like, okay, well, I can just stay here and just kind of deal with this, or I can go to the specialist this new specialist the doctor recommended, definitely go see the specialist, because I feel like you would be holding yourself back from feeling better. Again, from putting down this burden. It's time to release yourself from that. And this is well starred. There's a lot of protection around you for new beginnings, new associations, new group dynamics, changing the dynamic of a group. For some of you, this may be in a work situation where you have a choice between projects, and you can kind of stay with the old group you've been working with or go with the new group. And the newer group is well starred. Some of you may be looking to apply for a promotion. Again, a lot of luck around you for that, Taurus. If you're looking to either apply for a promotion or a higher position within the company that you work for starting your own business. Should I stay here? Should I leave and start my own thing? The new is totally favored in whatever capacity that manifests for you in September, Taurus. Because again, this is a general reading. It's different for all of you. Your rising sign may narrow it down a little bit more for you. But yeah, there's a business partnership that could be on the horizon for some of you who are looking to kind of branch out. It does seem if you're looking to start your own business, you may partner up with at least one other person, perhaps this King of Swords. Or perhaps he's the one who would give you advice. He or she, King or Queen of Swords, it could be an air sign, male or female, who will be partnering up with you. But for the moon, I feel like you're going to feel intuitively, you're just going to know that this is the right direction. Anything that you have questions about, you're going to feel drawn to a certain pathway. It's just going to feel like the right time, Taurus, or you're going to feel like you're finally on the right path for things. So keep that in mind in September, and don't confuse yourself. Don't try to talk yourself out of it analytically if you're feeling a strong emotional pull to do something, or if you just kind of maybe can't quench excitement for a new venture. There's a reason for that in September. That, I feel like it's your intuition definitely pulling you in that direction for a reason. Now, those of you who are single, you could meet somebody new, because we have Gifu, which is the rune of business partnership, but it's also the rune of emotional partnership and marriage. So those of you who are single, you could meet someone new, maybe this King of Swords again. So the King of Swords, again, air sign qualities, probably very communicative, very intelligent, analytical, very reasonable man. He is very knowledgeable. About a lot of things, really, but he's probably also a consultant, or definitely somebody high up, may even be in communications, a lawyer, a doctor, somebody who gives others advice, helps others in some capacity. But he is definitely, he's less emotional. He's in the mind. The air signs live in the mind. But he is somebody who is, they're normally very witty and very chatty, and they can carry on conversations with a wide group of people. So yeah, if this is because he is coming up next to this partnership rune. So yeah, this could be, for most of you though, I feel like with the moon card here, that indicates somebody hidden maybe until September. So I do feel like maybe this is somebody who you meet who is completely new in September. Maybe you meet him through investigating this health issue for you or your relative, or maybe this is the guy who sells you the car, or maybe it's your lawyer, or somebody you talk to about this problem with your son or this younger person. So yeah, there's definitely, for those of you who are single, somebody new coming in. Those of you who are coupled, I do feel like maybe this is your spouse you're going to go into business with. Maybe you guys are talking about partnering up in a business sense, in addition to, your emotional attachment or your emotional partnership. The moon card also has associations with animals. So maybe some of you will be getting dogs. You got dogs on the card here. So, or maybe another dog. Maybe you have two with Gifu here, or you soon will. But yeah, the moon card also has associations with Cancer. So someone under the sign of Cancer could figure prominently. This person that you meet could be a Cancer with a rising air sign, or vice versa. So, I am seeing something at night, though, an event at night for those of you singletons who meet someone new. This will be, or maybe check the moon schedules or check with your favorite astrologer and see when the full moons are. Because I feel like, again, yeah, the moon's going to be a prominent player in maybe the best nights to be out and about if you are single and looking to mingle, because the moon will be figuring in and kind of pulling you in that direction. So, or making sure, you know, you can just kind of put a star by the dates of the full moon or the new moon and just like, okay, well, I'll go out and mingle on those nights. Or if you get an invitation specifically for one of those evenings, you're going to know. Okay, again, intuition. Okay, I need to be at this event because apparently maybe somebody cool is going to be there. So, Taurus, really a great month, getting a solution to a problem and somehow getting help or being able to put down a burden that has been weighing on you for quite some time for many of you. So I'm so happy to report that for you. I hope you have a fantastic September, and I'll see you back here in October.